What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, that dude. Let's talk about what y'all talking about, which is the NBA gambling scandal. Prop bets. Malik Beasley caught in the crosshairs of this scandal. Not pretty, not good. And we're going to talk about how tempting it is and the depth of this and how far it goes back. And there's some video evidence I'm going to show you guys that make you say, what was Malik Beasley really up to? So we're going to deep dive into all of that and more. But before we do all that, make sure you support this channel, support the community by going to projecttransition.org and supporting the kids, giving them experiences and exposures through our skills camps, whether it's life skills camps, whether it's our football camps, whether it's our pickleball pathway camps, whatever it may be, support the kids out there. You can win amazing prizes, exclusive access to events, and more importantly, have impact with the kids. So go there, leave your email, just be a volunteer. You want to do more, give greater, you can also become a gym member, a giver every month. Any donation amount counts. We love you for it. All right, be like my man Hussein Beatty, who did that this week, and he's the winner of our book. Okay, Shams had to hit us with this. Good Lord, it ain't no good when you got that still picture. How many times you've been on Twitter and seen a still picture and it was a good thing? Okay, the U.S. District Attorney's Office is investigating Detroit Pistons guard Malik Beasley on allegations of gambling related to NBA games and prop bets. Told ESPN serious developments surrounding one of the top NBA free agents. That's what broke my heart. I was like, oh, he about to get paid again. Well, maybe not, because these investigations, even though there's just an investigation, a lot of times it turns into something more. So then, you know what we do on this channel, we start doing our homework, start seeing stuff like this, articles and tweets that say, from David Purdom, at least one prominent U.S. sports book noticed unusual betting patterns on Malik Beasley prop bets beginning in January 2024. One thing about social media, one thing about these apps, one thing about any device and technology, dog, do you know they have a back room? They have a back end. They have code. They will track you and pattern you through anything that you experience through technology. Be real. So a lot of times I talk to people about social media and I'm like, dog, do you understand they are there to do the rigging and you are being rigged and you help them rig it. So they know everything about us. So I'm not gonna spend too much time about that. We get it. But sometimes we get lazy. Sometimes you forget the device is a camera because they are filming everything. They are hearing everything. There are marketing agencies out there that listen to what you say. And then next thing you know, that's the ad that pops up. Y'all heard of that. Y'all dealt with that, right? There are also, one of my boys owns a company that puts up cameras at stoplights. And then they just monitor your behavior when you go past stores, retail stores especially. And if you slow down, if they catch you looking in, guess what's coming on your phone? That ad. Real stuff. Anyway, let's get back on topic. There's a tweet right here by my man Raheem Palmer that says there have always been gambling scandals. So he's trying to say basically, let's not blow this out of proportion. Legal sports wagering only shines a light on something that was never visible as offshore, and illegal bookies don't have the recourse and regulation framework to take these cases to the leagues and DOJ. Without legalization, these cases would have remained in the shadows, all to the good. You are correct. But that ain't where we are. So if was a fifth, we all be drunk. Now we're here. Whereas I agree with this, but fear that modern betting menus, we're going to talk about that, modern betting menus with countless prop bets potentially incentivize attempts at corruption. And how does it do that? Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. 1, access is there. You got the phone, you got the books, the sports books. Second of all, more than that, even if you're not a star player who could impact and influence the top line, like the over/under or who's gonna win or lose. No. I'm a guy like Malik Beasley averaging 3-4 points a game, whatever it may be. Guess what? I could bet on rebounds. I could bet on assists. I could bet on something that you probably won't even be paying attention to. Under the radar. I'm going to show you this video evidence, and y'all going to understand what I'm talking about. So situations like this make me have to read one article. I know on this show we don't read articles. We read quotes, but this one's worth it. So individual prop bet totals are much easier for a particular player to manipulate, as I spoke of. We saw that with former Toronto Raptor Jontay Porter. All right, he had a FanDuel account, and he had a series of early exits from games a few years back. He received a lifetime ban from the NBA, so he can't make his NBA money no more. Pled guilty to wire fraud conspiracy after that and faces sentencing this December. And that's what seems to be under question with Beasley. Although the one specific instance of unusual prop movement on him cited by a gambling industry source in Sham's story, betting on the under on Beasley's rebounds started in January 31st, 2024. It didn't pay off. So that was his first attempt, allegedly. Throwing a prop bet seems much easier for a player like Porter or Beasley. So Porter, I said earlier, that was Porter who averages 3 points a game. Beasley's 11. That's why he's one of the top free agents. Then even throwing a team over under, much less a game result. Okay. Yeah. I know my audience. Y'all want to see something, huh? All right, let's see it. You're like, I don't care about all that talking. Show me what this boy did. Well, let me just say this. It ain't good. So here we go. Malik Beasley in a game, and one of them is against my Clippers. I'm wondering if I was there. One of them is in the game, and we're going to see him play some defense, allegedly. Tell me if this is defense. Tell me what you think it is, because this is crazy. Okay? Y'all ready? This is him. Watch this. Now, I just left the AAU tournament this weekend with my son and the kids. They're 9. They play better defense than this. Watch this. This is crazy. Watch this defense. Oh, my. Watch this. Okay. That's bad, the step up. And then, so I'm going to act like he blew by me by stepping up to him. That's not bad. That turn, you're not that old. Nobody's that old. Nobody, granddaddy that old. And then this, look at that little trip. Boy, I tell you, the body keeps the score and it tells on itself. Look at that little trip. I always trip when I get cocky. Not confident, because I stay on confident. When I get cocky, I'm like, they can't fuck with me. Bet I trip every single time. Thank you, God. And it happens to my wife, everybody I know. I'm like, that's God. Tell me, shut up. Stop playing. Okay, so far he 0 for 1 in the alleged conversation, right? We're not feeling that play right there. What about this play? Tell me what y'all feeling. Okay? He's going to be right here in this corner right here. Oh, okay. He ain't the first guy to ever drop a pass and look at Cade like, dog, what's wrong with you? Right? We ain't going to watch all that, but watch this. Okay, like, you can't catch that? Come on, dog. Now, the hands and all that. It's an important game. 3 seconds, and they lose. Hey, them federal investigations don't be. Okay, what you think? Okay, so far I would say we're 0 for 2. If I'm a juror, I'm like, I don't know this dude, but this ain't it. You know? And it's funny, I'm on a group text with some cats that know him. And I was like, I didn't know what to say. And I checked out the video. I said, I don't know him, but look like he undid something. Let's see. All right, tell me what you think of this one. I don't like video sound. No audio. Okay, that's him. He looking a little stressed, right? End of the game. I said I don't like sound. End of the game. 5 seconds ago, you down 8. What you gonna do? There's not a play in the world that works. I guess you want a stat pad. Oh. They like whatever. Here's the whatever of it. Watch this. Malik Beasley going coast to coast with 5 seconds left to cut the lead from 9 to 7. The spread was 8.5. That's 0 for 3 in baseball. You'd be out, allegedly. Okay, got another one. This is the one. I remember when this happened. I remember when this happened in real time. I was perplexed. I was like, what is going on here, and why is this dude so mad? Now I may have greater understanding. Tell me what you think of this one.
Caging inbound.
Okay. Giannis blocked his shot. He looking like, man, damn. Why you mess with my man? Come on, dog. He like laughing, and then Giannis like, dog, you really mad? Like, what's going on here? Like, what? And look at me, still fighting him. Man, you don't know what you did. Man, it ain't that serious. Now, don't you ever do that. I ain't gonna put no word. A shot? Okay, so y'all tell me what y'all think. Beat it up in the comments. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I've already broke this down. Here's the incentive, though. Like, if you are a player, and especially if you're not like a star, you think everybody ain't paying attention to you. You forget you're in the NBA. We pay attention to you. We just don't talk about you. We'll talk about you if you do something crazy, even if you're a bench player, sorry player, average player, marginal player. Stars get talked about all the time. We get it. All the stars get talked about, and Bronny. And the rest of y'all, we acting like y'all don't exist, but you do. So it's tempting because this is happening in a lot of sports in different ways. The athlete insurance scandal, the one that got like Clinton Portis, some of them guys kind of caught up. It's like the food stamp scandal when you were growing up. If you guys were on welfare, food stamps or knew anybody, you would get the food stamps, that's for food. But then you go in the store, you got $500 worth of food stamps, and you only got $100 worth of grocery that is food. But there's about $200 worth of toys and items and electronics and gadgets you want to buy. So guess what happens? That line starts to get blurred. You start thinking, man, this is my money, or this ain't that bad. You start thinking stuff like that. Once you start rationalizing, oh, maybe I get away with this. Oh, this ain't the worst. Oh, I'm not a star. Ain't nobody paying attention. It's just rebounds. Whenever that starts entering your head, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. So I've seen it happen, the athlete's insurance scandal. Man, I got $200,000 sitting here, and I only got $20,000 worth of therapy. What am I going to do with the other $180K? So you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we do that, we make sure we take care of you. So if you have any type of debt, I'm talking about credit card debt, student loan debt, medical debt, personal debt, somebody in your past, you owe them something, whatever it may be, go to Monitor Debt Resolution. That's your financial wellness solution. So you get out all that drowning, paying these monthly minimums, these interest rates, they're killing me. Well, let's get that fixed, right? So my team at Monitor Debt Resolution will do that. They did it for Ashley. She's a single mother who was stressed out and couldn't figure her way out of this financial crisis, but now she's going to be debt-free next year. Let me say your name as well. Hundreds and hundreds of you guys have been calling and checking it out and getting financial solutions. So go to Monitor Debt Resolution. That's your financial solution. Okay. And also make sure you go to projecttransition.org. Always support the itty bitties, right? The community. So you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. Malik Beasley. You about to hear it. Allegedly, prop bet bandit. Allegedly, prop bet bandit. Can't stand it. Allegedly. I say that word well. Allegedly. I can't say Disneyland though. Here we go. This gonna be a little funny, I hope. Ain't no laughing matter. Malik betting on his own stats, dropping dimes on DraftKings while he lacing up Nike's facts. Put 100 on my threes, at least 3, but the NBA caught him slipping. I'm like, boy, really? Scrolling FanDuel in the huddle with the bros. Coach drew up a play. He drew up prop bet goals. I'm gonna hit this layup. Got my parlay in motion. Now his contract looking like it's lost in the ocean. Adam Silver knocking. Who's gambling on the floor? Beasley said, not me, while deleting apps galore. But his phone logs a rap snitch confession. Now he facing fines in a long league lesson. He tried to bet on himself, Mamba mentality, but the league ain't laughing at this sports legality. Now his money look funny, suspensions in the breeze. freeze. NBA said, we prop betting your career on freeze. Uh-oh. You wish you wouldn't have did it no more. Now you caught up in that game, and you know what happened to you, man? The rest is the same, George. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is Marcellus Wiley with an urgent message for anyone struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt. Here's what you need to do right now. Visit pt.monitordebt.com. They've helped thousands reduce what they owe by dealing directly with creditors, cutting balances by 30, 40, even 50%. This isn't a loan. This is a proven debt settlement program where you make affordable monthly deposits while they do the heavy lifting. Many clients become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Don't wait another day drowning in interest. Call 866-204-0071 or visit pt.monitordebt.com. Your financial freedom is waiting. It's just one phone call away. Well, it's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I believe it's the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.